what's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It's 5 p.m. Do you know where your sales are? Every time I got my camera on this side, I always look over here because I'm used to looking over here. So I was like, oh man, I'm not even going to get nowhere near 5 by 5. Heck, I'm probably not even going to get like 3 by 5. And then like from 350 to 450, bing, 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 bing. I was like, yeah, boy, it is 5 p.m. I'm at $428. Biggity bam. We were a little slow today, except for that hour. Then everything started pinging through. I was like, happy thoughts. Let's check because I did 2 organic yesterday, 3 the day before. Today so far, 5 organic. 23 items sold, 18 promoted, 5 organic thus far. Seller Hub. And I've got about 19 orders to pull. Alrighty. Looks like a good mix of things. Sweet. Let's pull some items. Let's go. First up, we've got Robin Hood, The Adventures of Robin Hood, the complete 2nd season. That sold for $6. $6. We gotta go to CD20. Huh, she's already here. Yay! She snuck down. I didn't even see her. All right, we're going over here, and I see it. Watch me drop it. I'm gonna use both hands so I don't make a mess. And that's how you don't make a mess. We got Santa Cruz. Good band, good CD. Great CD, actually. Sold for $6. $6. We're going back over here. It's a CD4. And we are doing this DS game, My Fashion Studio. That sold for $7.16. We're going back here. Small one. Oop, I see it right there. I like it when it's easy. I love the 80s pen. That sold for $7. All right, shelf 22. Fiddler on the Roof. Where is it at? It's right in here somewhere. Right here, James. Fiddler on the Roof, CD. Sold for $6. $6. Now we should work our way around to the West Wing. The West Wing. Ain't that a TV show? All right, we're going to Z2. Right here. Pew, pew, pew. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'll just do a quick search, and then I'll do a detailed one if I don't see it. Pick it up, James. I'm about to pick it up, James. That's what I was born to do. Centus, something. Hat sold for $9. $9, you saw. We're going to 305. Island Brigade or something like that. That's not it, but I think it's green or greenish. That's not it. You're hiding in here, aren't you? Is that it? It had gotten buried underneath all the shirts. Island Fire Brigade volunteer t-shirt. That sold for $10.14. S79A. Which is right here. Smack it, flip it, rub it down. Oh no! There we go. We got some gloves that Jan found at the bins. Psychedelic, man. Those sold for $9.95. Yay! And I always grab any of the baseball theme nights at the stadiums. So the ones I find around here are Busch Stadium, of course, Cardinals. So we got Game of Thrones at Busch Stadium. That sold for $16. We got this Vroom Vroom Halo car from 2020. That sold for $10.40. That is all from the West Wing. She's been barking a lot today, so she's probably tired. Vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom. He's a true 4x4. He climbs over everything. He jumps. He skids. He changes lanes. He's horizontal. Oh, that was a cha-ching I heard. All right. Actually, that's the hat spot. Move, mister. That cha-ching was Joe Wise, A New Day on vinyl. That sold for $6. Boom, boom, boom. All right, I just went to the East Wing. First up, we've got Activity of Great Songs, Volume 2, vinyl. Sold for $8. Next up, we've got this vintage women's button-up shirt. Picked up over the summer when I bought some vintage clothing from a yard sale from a friend who I ran into. That sold for $10. Timber. We've got the Live Lucky Black Clover hat. That sold for $12. And next up, we've got great album. Britney Fox self-titled Long Way to Love. Sold for $6.30. Long way to love. Next up, we've got a Stampin' Up t-shirt. Got a pink one too, listed. That sold for $10. Next up, we've got this floral bucket hat. Bucket. Sold for $9. Then we got this Air Jordan spiffy t-shirt. I had sold a bunch of these new when I used to do retail arbitrage from the clearance sneaker store. Paid like $1 a piece for them. This one came out of my closet. I ended up never even wearing it. Took a tag off of it. Or it might have been one that had the tag off of it, so I just put it in my collection, but never wore it. So I listed it, $18. Marquette hat. That sold for $12. And finally, we've got a women's denim vest jacket. Skyline collection. That sold for $15. So, $440 is where I sit. See if we got any questions and comments to do real quick. Pew, pew, pew. I am hoping that where it doesn't recognize the category is a glitch that goes back to the way it was. There have been so many changes over the years that add just a little time to listing, but it all adds up. Yes, great point. Everything from 2 years ago when they switched the app and you have to do one extra step to take a picture, for me it started there. Because just that one little thing, I'm like, oh, come on. Because that one little thing, taking pictures and that one extra click, you add that up over time and that adds up. So yes. And that's what it does seem like they're doing. Everything they've done thus far, even how to get to drafts, is one extra step. So all the things that have been changing adds at least one step to the thing. And like you said, it adds up and it takes longer to actually list an item. That was a slew hat that just sold for $13. What's your listing quality report look like? I haven't pulled it up in a long time. You know that has a direct impact on search characteristics. No, I don't know that. eBay announced that way back when they were pushing on item specifics. No, I know I was number 1 in hat and I fell down to number 2 in hats. I don't know where I sit right now at this second. So a troll is someone who attacks you how you operate your show. Pretty much, yeah, I guess. And other reasons. So like that makes you an eBay troll, right? No, because I don't do it to make myself feel better. It's more about pointing out the problems. I think the one thing that a troll does is they attack people for their own shortcomings as opposed to pointing out problems with a certain platform. Like how somebody operates is different than how something should operate, and it's broken. So 2 different things, 2 different worlds. Conspiracies and all that are sheer, as multiple of other sellers are just fine. Well, it's not conspiracies because there's a lot of people who have the same problems. So no, not conspiracy. That's where we come in with the theories of server here, server there. Maybe it's different servers. A lot of different people talking about like switch on, switch off when one people is on. So yeah, it's definitely a lot more than conspiracies. You just keep, oh wait, I missed the line. I can see so much already, whatever that word means, in your listings. That's no surprise. Sellers have upped their game. You haven't. You just keep buying more and listing. Well, yeah, because that's my business model. Duh. Let's see where to start. T-shirt listings are horrible. Ooh, do we got a troll here? Listing T-shirts are horrible. See, this might be the essence of what the true definition of a troll is: someone who attacks others and thinks they know it all to make up for their own shortcomings because they're miserable with their life. When somebody finally creates something that they're proud of in their life, then they stop attacking others to make themselves feel good because they're doing something constructive to make themselves feel good instead of doing things that are destructive to make themselves feel good. So wash the stuff, then use the dryer to fold them. Dryers don't fold anything, so they don't look like wrinkled disasters. Since when do dryers fold clothes? Do they really have a dryer that folds clothes? How's that even possible? I think you're making things up now, which is usually a sign of the troll too, is they make a lot of things up because they try to make themselves look more intelligent than they are. I mean, he did use a word that I didn't recognize, so at least it's smarter than the last one. Does Goodwill stores display stuff like that? No. I'm not a Goodwill store, am I? Next, your Starlink isn't even working, more or less. Would anybody know to click on it? Well, if you watch my videos, you would know the answers to those. But another sign of a troll, they don't really watch anything that they don't know about what they talk about. They just think they know what they're talking about. Like I said, to try to make themselves feel better for their own shortcomings. And, it can be easy, like, trollism can be easily, how can you put it? It's not like it's a disease. It's self-inflicted, right? So, but it can easily be overcome by doing something constructive with your life. It's pretty easy. But let's see, what else you got to say? You use big fonts. No, actually, I don't. Probably some of my older stuff that's probably like 5 years plus, I used to capitalize the main words in it because that was like at the time, actually more than 5 years. At the time, that was kind of a way to get an attention to stand out because everybody was using lowercase words. So, yeah, there was a reason to the madness there. Let's see what other insightful ignorance you have. Absolutely no for cell phones, as many people used fixed fonts. Now, that don't really make sense to me, but maybe there's something there I don't know about. Pretty much every listing has an excuse in it. case may be cracked, CD may be scratched, games may be scratched, clothes may have holes. If noticed, I'll take a photo. Yeah, it's called a description. Hats may have stains and so on. Yeah, that's cool. That's what you do. So you eliminate any problems. If you were an actual reseller, you would understand that, but you probably never even sold a thing in your life. Saying you guarantee everything means absolutely nothing. Well, actually it does, because it gives people, this is what a troll is. This is like the true definition of a troll who writes a paragraph to display their ignorance and their inability to make themselves happy. Exactly what are you spending 10 to 12 hours a day doing? So, yeah. Woo! Clear one. At least we got a good troll this day. Woo! All right. I need to come up with, I should make a video series on, for trolls, on how to become better people in society. Those would probably get a lot of hits. Because seriously, it's a lot of, the only reason people attack others and put them down, well, first off, they're behind a keyboard, so they're not even, it's technically not even attack. Because they would never, if they were in front of you, what are the chances they would actually say that to you? 1 out of 100, maybe. I don't know. But when you see a person in person, like how I did that there, when you see a person in real time, you can see the insecurities on one's face, and you can hear it in their voice when they talk. So that's why a lot of those people don't really say anything to people's faces, because it's a clear indication just by their body movements and their voice that they're lacking something in their life, and they're overcompensating or, doing this to try to make themselves feel better so they can sleep at night, even though they probably still have problems sleeping at night, when it starts setting in that they're really not doing anything constructive with their life. And, yeah. Should really do a Dr. James video series, and we'll call it trollism. Can't call it a disease, though, because it's self-inflicted. I have to think about this. This could be fun. We could really have some fun with the trolls. But thank you for the comment. That helps my algorithm. Biggity bam. Yeah, I hope they fix it soon on my AT&T. On my AT&T fiber today, Reggie came out, and I vaguely remember him. He remembered me, and I'm like, yeah, I vaguely remembered him. And he recognized me from the shoe days. But they haven't run the line down the street yet, but he's thinking about being able to take it off the pole of the street over. Everybody around us has had AT&T fiber. It's just we've only got a handful of houses on our street, so I guess maybe for cost reasons it was not really worth bringing it down the street. But maybe now it is. But he's thinking about taking it. He put in a work order to take it off of the yard pole next to us and just have a ditch, and it ran from there instead of waiting for him to do it down our street. So I'm like, bonus. So he put in for that, to have that done. My Starlink from SpaceX is so much faster than my old TNT fiber line. It's amazing. Really? Huh. So it's over, how fast is it? Because they're telling me that this is a 1 gig Starlink. How fast? Height or speed? Let's do internet speed. Oh, it's only at 25 to 220 megabytes. Ooh, that's actually not good at all. You must have had a bad fiber line or something, I guess. Because the fiber line now, they're saying it's 1,000. It'd be 1,000 megabytes, which is, I guess, 1 gigabyte, from what I understand. So is Starlink a knockoff of Starlink? Starlink. I'm not sure what Starlink is. I'm missing something. James, boy, you do have a lot of trolls. Did I miss something? Oh, maybe I missed something. I guess that went over my head. I'm not sure. Nice job. I noticed my numbers were off from what I was supposed to have in my store. I counted them individually and the items were all there. It was just the count that was off. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's the count, but also does that affect the search? Because like with Primo Chemo, their store, when it was down, they weren't showing up in search, I believe he said. So that'd be my concern. But my numbers is, yeah, like down now instead of up. So it's weird. I sold nothing in 7 days. My last sale before today was a PS3, and today I finally sold a PS4. I was beginning to entertain the idea that eBay was hiding my listings or something. You know, I've had a Wii up forever, and I've never even gotten an offer on it. And I mean, it's with the box and everything. Let me do nearest me first, see if it pops up. Nope. Let me check my store, make sure it's still listed. Maybe it was one of those things that somebody... No, it's still there. Let me put exactly what's in the title and see if it comes up. Even if my price is high, you would think that they would at least send an offer. Let's see here. Or somebody would, and all the time it's been up for quite a while. Okay, so it does come up. Let me type in that with that. And I got mine up for 130. There's one for 100. That's 85 without the box. 550 with the box. 119 with the box. So my numbers are not too crazy. 87.50 with the box. Maybe they are a little high. Maybe it is a little high. Maybe I just need to... But still not even an offer on this. Let me knock it down to $99 and see if it'll sell. See what happens. And let me lower the shipping and put it on odd. Since we can use ground now, is a little bit cheaper than what it was before. So that'll work. There we go. So hopefully it'll sell this weekend now then. We'll see. Could have been all me. Could have been love, but it's over now. Boom, boom, boom. Do I know where my sales are? Yeah, they are in the toilet. What the F, eBay? Something happened last night at midnight. My store went dark. All right, that is all. Thanks everybody for the comments and questions and all the good stuff. Sorry I was kind of lame on that troll comment. Didn't really, I don't know. Some days I'm just like better quick-witted than other days. Today I'm kind of off. Today was more like a serious, like the real problem behind trollism as opposed to a funny joke. Oh, well. Maybe it'll be better tomorrow or Monday or whenever I make a video next. All right, thanks everybody, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.